From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. The NFL season is 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Allen. He dumps it off for Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Henry up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. The Bills at 4-5, a game under 500. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time again in our years up in this booth, and that executed well and a great throw, too.
And sometimes, even if you know it's coming, the execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, it was a well-thrown football. A nice, healthy gain right there.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Here we go. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And able to get this to the 31.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Here we go. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, he'll buy some time right. That's caught by Galladay. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything.
He's got a man, complete. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen going to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's 2nd and 9. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Now Allen again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. To the air. Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Dancing to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Singletary. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Allen now on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing to start the drive. Allen getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Here's Allen to throw it. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Down carry for Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On third down, Burrow. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, ready?
Mixon with a first down carry.
73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action with Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase, 50 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Allen now on first down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards.
And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Here we go.
As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
11.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Pat Freiermuth
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
On first down, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start off the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Touchdown! Kenny Galladay, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he's going to float this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Allen. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
They find some open field here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Allen's throw is complete. Singletary loses it, and the Bengals grab it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that.
And now off to the races down the right side. 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 31, Allen right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. Operating from the red zone now. Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And the Bills are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11 empty.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Rolling to his right. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
11 Thomas. 11.
Burrow will throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 218 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield.
And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
63, Bills 42. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now Burrow on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Here we go.
The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And with that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
226 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
11 MT, take.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
12.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's only gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
70, Bills 42.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both